Hello and welcome to this session organized by the University of Oulu about one of the main international offered programs, business analytics. So I am Redha Aouadja. I am a student of computer engineering myself, and I will be hosting this session along with the program coordinator, Marika, Iivari, and one of the students of this program, Jesse Rontti. So welcome here and please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Marika. I come from the Oulu Business School, where I act as the program coordinator for this business analytics degree program. Also doing a lot of other things in the program, so tutor teaching and lecturing, of course. So,
thank you.
My name is Jesse. I'm 26 years old, and my background is from information processing science. So naturally, I'm studying the business analytics information processing side in here.
Okay, thank you. Actually, so we can start with you. So can you tell us about the beginning of your academic journey? So why did you choose this program and why University of Oulu?
Yes, so the story starts at 2020. I graduated from information processing science, and after that I felt that the software development wasn't for me that much. But after looking at various options, I actually noticed that there's this new master's program, Business Analytics, starting at the University of Oulu. And that's when I applied to here.
Okay, that's really good. You have to follow your passion, so this is good.
Yeah.
So what advices can you give students that actually want to apply to this program?
well, basically, or if I introduce the program also, it is a joint degree program with Oulu Business School and the Faculty of Information Technology and Electrical Engineering. So we have 3 different streams or disciplines out of which you can graduate, from business administration, from electrical engineering, or information processing science. So in terms of what background students should have, you should pay attention to your previous degree and what you are suitable for when you choose, or when you're thinking like which stream is suitable for me, and if I'm interested in business, can I apply in business with a data science degree, for example, or vice versa. So I think that's the good advice to give at this point, whoever is interested in this new topic.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So can you tell us more about this program? Because generally speaking, business analytics, it's a wide field.
Yeah.
So what's the main focus area?
Yeah.
And which orientations do you have by the end of the degree?
Yeah, so basically it's not just business and analytics,
Yeah.
it's actually, or business analytics is the combination of 3 different perspectives. So data science, so the electrical engineering side of things, business administration, so the business decision making and the management aspects on the use of data, as well as the information processing science, out of which Jesse is coming from. So all these 3 perspectives kind of build together the core of what business analytics is today. And depending on which stream you choose, you can either graduate as the Master of Science in Economics and Business Administration, Master of Philosophy in English for...
Still science.
Yeah, still science. Master of Science in Information Processing Sciences, or an engineer from the electrical engineering side of things. So they all stress different aspects. The core studies are pretty much the same, around 80%, but there are specializations depending on whether you go for the business degree or the information processing or engineering degree.
Okay, interesting, thank you. So Jesse, as Marika has mentioned, business analytics covers many aspects of business and analytics at the same time. So business analytics. So can you tell us from your students' point of view about the courses you are taking? Do you have a lot of business, analytics, mathematics, or IT courses? So
yeah. So I think it's a great mix of all those 4 mentioned subjects. But we do not have that many mathematical courses.
Okay,
of course,
good to hear for students.
You should have some kind of sense of statistics or knowledge about it, but not too many mathematical courses. About business, well, I come from technological background, so that is a little bit new for me. But in business courses, there have been multiple types of analysis, like market and competitor analysis or customer behavior analysis. And those are actually courses that I've found very interesting because I have no prior knowledge about that. About IT, so far we have had towards data mining called course, which of course tells about data mining, how the data is being used and when it's gathered. Then we have had enterprise process planning, so a little bit everything about information systems IT. About technologies, I'd say we have gotten introduced pretty well to the business intelligence software, such as Power BI and Tableau. And in addition to those, some of the courses have introduced ERP and SAP systems, which are often used as a data sources for aforementioned business intelligence software. And of course, in addition to that, we have had public APIs and stuff like that, but we have been using as a data sources.
Oh, that's a very good mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what about the balance between theory and practice? Do you have a lot of practice or some theory? Like, how is it working?
So information processing science and engineering courses, well, they are more practical than business courses for what I have experienced. And those kind of courses usually have some practical final assignments. And yeah, business courses, they usually have a little bit more theory-orientated views on the things. But as I said earlier, I have especially enjoyed those because that is the subject I have had no knowledge before.
Okay. So you have mentioned different orientations of this program. I'm sure that students that want to apply would like to hear career opportunities related to each specialization.
Well, the strength of this program is that even though you come from the IT side of things or from business side of things, you can basically apply for quite similar type of positions. So you can work as a, depending on the titles used today, business analyst, data analyst, information analyst, data scientist, of course something more specific like digital marketing type of roles or product management type of roles. So overall, the core, rather than looking at specific type of job titles to apply for, looking at the job description is more important. And the strength of our program is that we teach the engineers and the information processing scientists how managers use data in decision making in the development of organizations or products and services, whereas the managers of companies that may not have any technical background through our program, they learn also how data is being acquired or mined or processed into meaningful information. So yeah, it's very varied type of roles, but also companies that, you know, you're selling jackets or sofas, you still need data and you still need analytics, but it's just different part of the organization. So yeah, understanding the role of data in whatever type of domain industry is the future job.
Yeah, that's the future of business.
Yes.
So this is very good. Yeah. So let's move a bit from studies to life. So can you tell us a bit about student life in Oulu? Are you part of any students' guilds or do you have any hobbies?
Yeah. So as an information processing science student, I am part of the guild called Blanco. And they are pretty active on the field, I'd say. And I also think that they are like one of the biggest guilds, at least in top 5, I'd say, because information processing science field is quite huge in Oulu, hugely represented. And they have all kind of different activities. They have parties. For example, today is going to be some kind of rave party in the local club.
Yeah.
So I've heard. But in addition to all these parties, there are also like different kind of sports tournaments. And they're usually competing against other guilds in the same faculty. And in addition to that, they also have like programming afternoon workshops.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And so, which is pretty nice because some of the people who come to our field, they might not have prior programming knowledge so far.
Oh,
So that's helpful.
That's good. I'm a student and I agree. I mean, student life in Oulu is very nice. So I advise future students to be part of guilds and to experience student life.
Definitely.
So to wrap up this session, I would like to add something about student life, or perhaps even more advices for upcoming students.
Well, if I go back to the job opportunity field, Oulu is the ICT center of
I agree, yeah.
Finland and the birthplace of Nokia phones back in the
I worked there,
day,
so-
and the Oura Ring that is become a huge global success. So job opportunities, there are also those here. So getting through the projects, through the visitors that we have in courses, networking, creating connections early on, whether it is doing graduate thesis or internship or summer job or anything. So kind of early on, start networking with the local people, but yeah, also enjoy.
Definitely, I agree. So thank you very much for being in this session and for inspiring or helping our future students to actually apply and come. So we wish our students good luck, and hopefully we see you next year in Oulu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.